Welcome to Tail Talk Grooming Chronicles with Hound Therapy, the podcast where we talk all things pet grooming, daycare, academy, and more. Hosted by Shannon and Tanya of Hound Therapy, serving pet owners across North Texas. We're here to share expert tips, hilarious pet stories, and the inside scoop on keeping your furry friends happy and healthy. Our motto, humanity over vanity. And don't worry, we don't bite. Let's get started. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Think grooming is just a relaxing spa day? Think again. Shannon and Tanya reveal what pet parents often misunderstand, from fluctuating pricing to brushing honestly, and how coat length equals effort. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Sophia Yvette, co-host and producer, back in the studio today with Shannon and Tanya, professional groomers at Hound Therapy. Shannon and Tanya, how are you both doing today?
We're good, thank you.
Great. Well, it is so great to have you both back on. So it's time that we discuss this. Let's talk about some real grooming truth. So, Shannon and Tanya, what are 7 things groomers wish you knew?
We're going to start with, we have a dog in here today, actually. And I think it's a great place to start because all 7 things pretty much apply to this particular dog that came in today, which, it can make for a stressful day for us and for the dog and for the owner. I promise you that is not what our goal is. Let's start with, grooming is not just a spa day, right? They're not coming in and seeing, and it's not like us when we're going, I wish I could go to a spa day and get a pedicure.
It's not a massage. I wish it was.
We massage them a little bit. They get a shampoo, but I can't say that all dogs don't necessarily love it the same. Some dogs, have separation anxiety. Some people have separation anxiety. We get a lot of people that their dogs don't like nails done. So it's not just as relaxing as it might seem. Why prices change is number 2. Prices change on the drop of a hat. I had a lady that came in today. It's been 4 months. Turns out she's been getting her dog groomed, I think, by another regular groomer. We're her backup groom facility. And I mentioned to her on a phone call that your dog is, going to be more money today, because if you want the same groom that we did last time, you've got mats and tingles and you've got a long-haired dog. And she said, I'm going to stop you right there. My dog is groomed every 4 weeks. Her groomer is just in and out of the hospital. And I brushed her myself last night. I have photos. You can't see them on here, but I'm going to assure you this dog is covered in mats.
It is.
So she's not understanding what we're saying. And she's, I'm certain, taking in almost offense that I would even
insinuate that
her dog has got mats, so that she didn't brush it correctly. I have another client, the same problem. He literally walked out of here after we showed him what utensils to use, and he threw his in the trash on his way out the door because his brush isn't working.
But his dog came in yesterday and had 0 mats in it.
So
I told him, congratulations.
So a little education goes a long way. Don't be offended if somebody, this dog looks like it has not been groomed in 4 months. Now, I don't know what her other groomer has been doing. There's no way that she brushed her dog last night. So don't lie. Do not lie. Groomers do not want to hear you lie. We know it's a lie. I brushed my dog last night. I just combed through it. I bathe it every other day. No, you don't. We can look at it. We can see it. We can smell it. We have eyes. We have nose. Just be honest. We would rather you say, look, life got in the way and our dog got put in the back burner. Do what you have to do. But don't come in with a lie. We just found the dog yesterday, but we've got to call her. Her name is Sassy. She stays down. She's really great with our kids. How did you get her yesterday? It looks like you found her under the weeds. So don't lie. We know you're lying. Just be honest. And then let's set a realistic expectation. So if your dog's, it happens. Life gets in the way. Dogs' coats, sometimes they're the last thing that we can afford or do or have, the mental capacity to do.
Or sometimes you just don't feel like it. And that's okay too.
If you don't want to clean your house before your maid comes, you don't want to groom your dog before, you take it to the dog groomer, just be like, we left those for you.
That's your job.
Thanks. coat length is a big, the longer, it's a huge topic that we have daily with everybody. Well, what do you mean if it's longer? It's going to cost more. It takes more time. Shorter hair, for any of my ladies or gentlemen out there that have short hair, you know how fast it grows. And in 2 weeks, oh my gosh, you need a haircut immediately. 2 weeks, it's so long. It's, I've got to get it groomed. If your hair is really long, like mine hair is long, and I just pull up in a ponytail when it's time. Yeah. It's got mats or it's tangled. I can hide it pretty easily. It's the exact opposite for dogs. Yeah. So the shorter your dog is, the longer in between coats, and the shorter time it's at the grooming salon. Yeah. The longer the hair, the more hard work it is, the longer it's going to take us to do, and the longer and more stress it's going to involve on your dog, especially when it's 106 degrees outside. So you live in Texas, let's go a shorter in the summer, find something that's easier to maintain. We all understand that, Fluffy is cute, but it's not always manageable for everybody.
I always ask people as well of how much work are you willing to put into your dog's coat? Because it does take work. And if you want those long, fluffy haircuts, you're going to have to brush and comb them. So if you're only wanting to brush and comb your dog maybe once a week, if that, a shorter haircut is definitely what you need.
Yeah. And then tell us what you want.
Yeah.
Be 100% truthful. Look, I want this. And,
I want easy maintenance.
Yes. Or I want to brush my dog. That's the time that, my 5-year-old and I spend together. I come home from work and we sit down and we brush our long hair doodle.
Yeah.
Amazing. If that's your amazing time and that's what you do, great. If you're not the kind of people that's where you're spending your time, then you want short. Just had a baby, loved the dog, but now we have a baby. And so shave off the face, the ears, the tail. We still want the dog to be part of the family, but we don't want to have to.
I don't want to keep up with it.
Yeah. Or we don't have the expense for it anymore. Things happen. We lose jobs, we change job, we go back to school. There's a lot of factors that may not have been in play initially when you had your dog, or, that have changed throughout. So just be honest about it. No, we're not judging you. Nobody is insinuating that you have done anything wrong. We just want to be 100% complete, honest, and set a realistic expectation. Yep. So that we don't want bad reviews of saying, oh, you took in my dog and said you could do it long. And then later we're like, yeah, well, your dog was matted and we shaved it to 7. We really want you to have a very clear vision of what it is that we're doing. Communication is key.
Yeah, which brings us to, we don't shave your dog for fun or out of laziness. We're not shaving these dogs because we want to. If you want your dog short, then fine. But I'm not going to shave your dog, but I'm also not going to brush your dog for hours and hours.
For free. Right. So if you bring in a dog that's so matted that it's going to be detrimental to their health and well-being, then we don't have a choice. And in that case, we hold our breath because it sets us up for a possible catastrophe. Yep. I mean, not being able to see what's under that coat. We have to shave that dog like it's in a medical office, and it's hard to do. It takes 2 people. It takes a lot of time, a lot of care, and a lot of effort. We don't want to do that.
And sometimes it breaks your heart.
Yeah. And it's not good for their skin. It's not good, but sometimes it's a better way to restart and, to a better way to move forward. I don't care. I do dogs for a living. So brushing at dogs is what I do. I don't mind brushing at a long-haired dog, but don't think that if it takes me 25 minutes to shave a dog and 5 minutes to dry said shaved dog, that if you have a long-haired dog that's got 6 inches or more, 3 inches, 4 inches, that I have to de-rake, mat, detangle, bathe more shampoo, more time in the dryer, more time, for me to stand there and pull. It's physically, laborly intensive for me and your dog. For both. Yeah. You pay for our time, in essence. We're not penalizing you for keeping your dog long. And I like to brush out a dog. Yeah. Some of the long hair doodles are my favorite to do. I like to scissor. I like to do those things. That said, in order to do them properly and correctly, it takes time. So the longer it takes us to do the work is what you're charged on. You're not being penalized for keeping your dog long, and you're not getting a break or a discount for keeping it short. It just is less time to shave it if it's maintained on a proper basis. So keep that in mind. We're not looking to cast shade anywhere. We love communication too. That would be number 7.
Yeah.
If you have a mole, a tick, if you saw something on your dog, if you jumped off, if he's limping, if he's got diarrhea, please let me know. Don't drop off your dog and then I have diarrhea all over and they're nervous and oh yeah, I forgot to tell you.
Because at that point we think something's wrong. It's like detrimentally wrong.
Forgot to mention that. Don't forget to mention it. Mention it.
Tell us all of it.
We want to know your poop history.
Or your dog's.
Yes.
Your dog's poop history.
Well, ladies, that was eye-opening and definitely packed with wisdom. Thanks for keeping it honest as always. Until next time, let's keep grooming humane and informed. Catch you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That's a wrap for this episode of Tail Talk with Hound Therapy. Ready to book your pet's next groom, daycare stay, or grooming academy tour? Call us at 469-367-0009. That's 469-367-0009 to schedule an appointment. Or visit us online at www.houndtherapy.com. Serving North Texas with expert pet care. Until next time, keep those tails wagging.